Howdy, Catmatt here. Supposed to have a guide trip today, but because of the chance of weather and him being a slightly older gentleman that doesn't really care for a lot of that stuff, we decided to reschedule. So I thought I'd take this chance to try and again help some of you that want to be better flathead fishermen a little bit. I don't keep many secrets when it comes to flathead fishing because I really do legitimately want everybody to be able to experience catching a big one, or catch more than one big one. Biggest secret I will tell you, which isn't a secret to everybody, but to some of you that are just trying to learn how to flathead fish, is live shad. You can listen to all the people you want to talk, all the things you want to talk about. Live shad is the best bait for flathead, period. A lot of guys will say it's not or whatever because they simply don't know how to keep it alive, and they don't want to do the extra work they need to do to keep the shad alive. Keeping shad alive is really not that difficult. Now you can, first things first, Keep Alive Products makes a lot of good stuff that can help you. From his bait tanks to his oxygen cylinders and his filters and his pumps and everything. You know, if you're looking to spend a little money on some quality stuff that'll help you right off the top, go to keepalive.com, research all his products, and by all means, you know, you can't beat straight oxygen and all that good stuff. However, the big secrets with keeping shad alive is actually a pretty simple one, especially if you just want to keep them alive for a day of fishing. What I've been doing here off and on in between talking is filling up a couple of 5-gallon buckets with water. So the big thing is, shad throw scales and they puke when they're stressed or in danger. They do that to throw a scent trail off of them so that predators have more difficulty finding them. So first thing's going to happen when you catch shad is that's what they're going to do. So you don't want to take them shad, throw them right into your bait tank they're going to be using all day. That's the purpose of a couple of 5-gallon buckets. And you don't want to go throwing 60 shad in a 5-gallon bucket. Get 10 or 12 good shad, put them in that 5-gallon bucket, let them sit there for 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. When that water gets really dirty, kick them shad out, put them in the clean water, dump the bucket that you used the first time out, refill it with fresh water. Do this 2, 3, 4 times, whatever it takes, until they have settled down and you can see that the water's not dirty in as much. Then you can put them in your cool, clear bait tank and they will stay alive very well. Products like Bait Alive, Shad Alive, G-Juice, things along those lines will really help too. It'll neutralize ammonia and a lot of the nasty stuff that gets in the water too, as far as after you've done the pre-care to actually help your bait water stay toxin free. So I'm not a keyboard fisherman. I've been flathead fishing for a long time. I do it, you know, I'm a guide and I catch a lot of them, and the stuff I'm telling you is true, honest to God stuff. Doesn't mean you have to do it. Doesn't mean that your way is not right. Doesn't mean somebody else's way is not right. I'm just telling you. There's not a bait on the planet that I have not used. There's not a size of bait on the planet I have not used. And I'm telling you that a shad 10 to 20 inches long is the best shad you can throw all day long, period. There you have it. You can choose to believe it or not. Maybe you don't have access to shad. Maybe you're one of the few people out there that your river system doesn't contain shad. Okay, so it is what it is. If your river system, lake, reservoir, whatever it is that you fish, has shad, you have access to shad, get shad. Start working with learning how to keep them alive. Your catch rate will go up, and the size of fish you catch will also go up. Now, a lot of people say, well, 15, 20-inch long baits. Well, that'll eliminate fish. You won't. They say, well, you won't catch them 6, 8, 10 pounders, and they're fun to catch and blah, blah, blah. That's bullshit. I don't care what anybody else says about that either. I've caught plenty of 7-pound flathead on a 17-inch shad. If they want it, they'll get it in their mouth, period. Okay, so there you have it. You can choose to believe it, say I'm being cocky or whatever you want to know it. I'm telling you what I do time after time after time on guide trips with people that pay me money to do it, that works. Okay, so there it is. So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting shad, and I'm going to do my bucket method, and I'm going to put them in my live well, and then we're going to go catch a flathead, or 2 or 3, or whatever feels like biting today. So stick with me. I'll be back. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Mondo Cat rods and the pen squalls that I've been using a lot this year. I'm out here in the G3 today just kind of putting around, and said I had a cancellation, so we're going to have a little bit of fun, so stick with me. And hopefully when you see me next time, we got a few big shad on the hook, and we're located in some good heavy cover that nobody else really knows is there, and we can get ourselves into a little bit of a fight with a beautiful flathead. So hold on a little bit.